The Dog Kingdom basked in the golden rays of the afternoon sun, its cobblestone streets alive with the joyful barks and playful romps of its canine inhabitants. Perched upon his ornate throne, King Tom, a majestic golden retriever adorned with a crown of woven daisies, surveyed his realm with a benevolent gaze. The air was sweet with the scent of blooming wildflowers, and peace seemed an eternal promise. Little did he know how swiftly that serenity would unravel. Suddenly, the throne room doors burst open, and Luna, a swift border collie with eyes sharp as a hawk's, rushed in, her paws skidding on the polished floor. Her chest heaved, her fur bristled with urgency. Though no words passed her lips, the alarm in her stance spoke volumes. What peril could drive Luna to such haste? A giant wild boar emerged, its tusks gleaming like ivory daggers, its coarse bristles quivering with malice. Within the castle's war room, King Tom gathered his most trusted warriors. Maps sprawled across the oak table, their edges curling from use, as the air thickened with tension. The warriors' faces, etched with resolve, reflected the gravity of their task. Days melted into nights as Tom oversaw the warriors' training. Beneath the flickering torchlight, they sharpened their skills, rehearsing formations and strikes. Sweat glistened on their fur, muscles strained with effort, yet their spirits burned bright. Tom moved among them, his presence a steadying force, his own prowess a beacon of inspiration. He demonstrated swift maneuvers, his golden coat aglow in the firelight. Luna approached Tom with a small, ornate box. Inside rested a gem, its surface shimmering with an ethereal light, rumored to hold boundless power. Tom accepted it, the gem's warmth seeping into his paw, a faint pulse resonating through him. The giant wild boar, its patience exhausted, unleashed chaos upon the kingdom's edges. Villages crumbled under its rampage, homes reduced to splintered ruins, and the night air carried the anguished cries of the displaced. The kingdom's heart bled with every shattered life. How could they endure such devastation? With resolve hardening in his chest, King Tom rallied his warriors. Clad in armor forged from the finest metals, they marched forth, their banners snapping defiantly in the wind. As they advanced, Tom raised his paw, and a flock of majestic eagles descended from the heavens, their screeches slicing through the tension. Allies from the skies, what a sight to bolster their fading hopes. Yet the wild boar countered with its own dark summons. From the forest's depths surged a horde of fierce beasts, wolves with ember-bright eyes, bears with claws like scythes, and serpents slithering with lethal grace. Before facing the fray, Tom paused at the kingdom's gates, where his people huddled, their faces pale with fear. He stood tall, a pillar of strength amid the storm. His steady gaze and gentle nod conveyed an unshakable vow, he would shield them, no matter the cost. And with that, he turned to meet the enemy. The clash erupted in a cataclysm of pictured chaos. Teeth gnashed, claws tore, and the ground quaked beneath the onslaught. Tom, at the vanguard, dodged the boar's first crushing strike, his agility sparing him from ruin. He lunged back, his bite fierce, though the boar's hide resisted like iron. Around him, his warriors battled the fierce beasts, their loyalty a flame that refused to gutter. Before awestruck eyes, he evolved into a magnificent incarnation of himself, a king reborn in glory. His blows thundered across the battlefield, each impact a shockwave of power. The wild boar, once invincible, staggered. The beast's deafening cry reverberated, then, astonishingly, it dissolved into black smoke, vanishing as if it had never been. Jubilation greeted them, flowers carpeted the streets, and cheers mingled with wagging tails. King Tom, their savior, basked in their love. Scars faded, but Tom's bravery endured in their hearts. Ever humble, he credited his warriors and people, though all knew his leadership had turned the tide. Thus, the tale of King Tom and the giant wild boar became legend, a fireside story to kindle courage for ages to come.